From the north side of the San Francisco Bay to Singapore, welcome to Urban X Real Talk Fitness Radio with your host, business owner, lecturer, author, master trainer, Tiaja. With over 30 years of experience in the health and fitness industry, he will challenge the fitness between your ears. So prepare your mind, body, and soul for the revolution of self-care, the evolution of fit, with real talk about real people, real health, real fitness, and the real deal behind our present illness culture. Real talk every time, all the time. Get weekly insights on how to shift your thinking, emoting, eating, training, hydrating, goal setting, and resting for you, the everyday athlete. You can cheat your fitness, but you can't steal your health flow. It's Tuesday, 9 a.m. Let's flow.
It's human nature to doubt oneself, to avoid responsibility, to procrastinate. When we fail at something or do something wrong, it is common for us to hide in the corner or to bury our heads in the sand. So we have become clever at even dreaming. We dream out loud and just big enough to receive the applause and admiration of our peers, while knowing in our heart of hearts the dream is too big for us to put forth the effort to make it come true. So we hide the truth, not just from the rest of the world, we hide it from ourselves. We post things on Facebook and other social media that misrepresents our accomplishments. Why? One of the reasons is because, like in grade school, we don't want to be singled out as the not-so-smart, slow kid. But it may take years, maybe even decades, for your passion to show up as results and to produce the life up until now you've only dreamed about. Welcome to Urban X Real Talk Fitness Radio, where we challenge the fitness between your ears. I'm your host, Tiaja, and on today's show, episode 24, I will be discussing with you how to recalibrate your dreams in 2018. Your dreams are fueled by passion, and if you have lost your passion for whatever reason, you'll need to learn how to embrace discomfort long enough to accomplish something. 2018 will be just another year unless you decide today that it won't be. It is Tuesday, January 16th, 2018. Let's flow. The person who dreams of playing in the NBA or getting a college degree or getting a higher paying job is dreaming of all the multiple choice outcomes society has constructed for them. Of course, there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of these aspirations. Still, these dreams don't require you to blaze your own trail, just to follow one. John Cook coined the phrase leadership and followership when he described a high school student practicing his music conducting skills by conducting the orchestra he heard on the CD. When you are practicing your leadership this way, he said, you're not leading at all. You're following the musicians on the CD, and they don't even know you exist. Such is the residual effect of a me-first culture. The overused phrase, leading from behind, also comes to mind. If you are going to achieve your dreams in 2018, you may have to assume the role of both conductor and orchestra. You may have to become both a leader and a follower, both teacher and student. If you look at many of our handpicked leaders today, it is obvious that there has been a concerted effort to change the verticality of our observations. We no longer look up to our leaders, we look down. We no longer strive to climb the mountain, we race to the bottom. In this so-called connected age, we don't read, we don't write, we don't dream. Instead, we watch reality TV, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat. Our attention span has diminished from 5 minutes to 5 seconds, our patience even less. So how do you concentrate long enough or have faith big enough to create the passion you need to fuel your dreams? If your dream is to get a better body in 2018, then you're in luck. Such dreams don't require much creativity, just persistence. But even sustained repetition demands a period of passion. There's no getting around it. But just like you can find a trainer to assist you in achieving your physical goals and to light a spark in you for personal change, there are millions more like trainers throughout the world, experts in your field, just waiting to help you reach your dreams. If only you stop hiding in mediocrity and false humility, you could instead allow your passion to reach them, at the very least, to reach out to them. I have always had people ask me, is it worth hiring a personal trainer as opposed to purchasing a DVD or online course? Not sure what they want a trainer to do with such a question. It would be like asking a mechanic what they think about you hiring a mechanic when your car is broken down and you know nothing about cars. One of the things I've learned over the years as a master trainer, and that is if I must talk you into employing my services, then you're probably not ready for them. That is, you're not ready to own the process, and I need you to take full ownership. A good trainer is a stepping stone versus the alternative, whatever that may be, which merely allows you to jump the line. Even so, my answer was always along the lines of, I suppose it depends on the individual. However, it's arguably a smarter investment to hire a living, breathing person who can download their years of experience into your knowledge databank, saving you years of study, precious time, and money. The same goes with reading the biographies of successful people. You don't have to spend years making the mistakes they've made or figuring out what works and what doesn't work on your own. You can gain much of their knowledge and expertise simply from reading a book. If you're dead serious about making your dreams happen in 2018, then you will have to compel yourself to get off the sidelines of life and fully participate in them, but this time with your eyes wide open. There's a famous quote by an unknown author which says, "Dream your dreams with your eyes closed, but live your dreams with your eyes open." This may sound trite, like no more than common sense advice, but as we both know, common sense is far from being common, at least commonly applied. The circular reasoning behind not accomplishing your dream often sounds like, I'm not smart enough, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm afraid to speak in public, I'm not pretty enough, and there are hundreds more. Much of this sort of banter goes undetected by the conscious mind because it is hidden in the whispers of self-talk. To be clear, simply having a New Year's resolution means little to the conscious mind until it is convinced after many days and weeks and months that you are indeed resolute. I know from my own life, as well as training thousands of individuals, that each of us has had a signal moment in childhood when an urge out of nowhere, a fascination, something you were uniquely good/gifted at, that struck with such a force, it lit a fire in your soul. That thing that made you repeat to yourself throughout the years, this is what I must do, which overrode all your previous desires about what you enjoy doing. Though subtle on the surface, can you see the enormous difference between the two? The difference between what you must do versus what you enjoy doing? Because in truth, they're not always going to be the same. One may develop into a high-paying job, while the other advances into a high calling. Looking back, your dreams may have suffered a childhood injury when a parent or some other adult held your fate in their hand. But now you have returned to a particular spot on the bank. You have survived all the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. You have dusted yourself off at the beginning of another year and have dared to defy the trauma and abusive horror of past memories. You are starting to believe you have what it takes again, that you're made of the right stuff, that you have the enduring traits necessary to qualify for a do-over. You do. However, every single day of 2018 will demand you to produce a small personal victory, whether it's one more rep, one more dollar. Finally, having the courage of your convictions to say yes or no. Or perhaps you've made it through an entire day without sugar or bread, whatever it is. Know that every step you take today is a promise of a future leap. All show up as credits in your soul's account, which over time reignites the child to their dream. I don't know what you want to accomplish in 2018. But one thing I do know is that whatever it may be, it will not happen until you decide to take full control of your boat of dreams and move away from the shallow shores of meaninglessness, away from the eddies and into the deep waters of your destiny. Dear friends, I wish above all things that you be in health and that you prosper just as your soul prospers. You have been listening to Urban X Real Talk Fitness Radio with your host, Tiaja. Please join us next week as we continue to challenge the fitness between your ears. And don't forget to check out our website at www.urbanxfitness.net. Once there, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. You will also find our online stores, the Urban X Fitness, stores 1 and 2, as well as our top-selling nutritional products, Cherry Minerals, Ion Magnesium, as well as Kiani products. And coming soon, our online bookstore featuring our upcoming release, The 10 Seeds Planted for Health, along with other powerful authors and ebooks. I'd also like to give a big shout-out to Chinese native Sungai Yun for blessing us with his amazing guitar gifts. Until next week, and as always, walk in health and peace.